Johnny!
Welcome to my nightmare.
What's your favorite scary movie?
Let me play with this, Daddy.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Fear Freaks Podcast. I'm Braden.
I'm Destiny.
And we are the Fear Freaks. I hope that you guys are having a great start to October. I'm so sorry that we could not do an episode last week. This is the episode that we were supposed to do last week, but unfortunately a situation came up. Couldn't do the episode. Was very, very, very sad about it because I love this topic, man. We're talking about Halloween tonight. One of my all-time favorite movies, and obviously one of Destiny's all-time favorite movies as well. Is it still second, like right behind Scream? Because Scream is your favorite. Is Halloween still second, or is there another movie that is now taken second place?
Well, Halloween is I think my fifth favorite.
Fifth favorite?
Yeah.
Oh, in terms of movies. Sorry, I was thinking in terms of the villain because Michael Myers is
okay. Michael Myers, yeah, that's between Michael Myers and Ghostface. I would say Michael's definitely been in my life longer than Ghostface. I almost feel like I do have to choose Michael. Yeah, it's a tough battle between the two.
It is a pretty tough battle. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, both of them have really solid merch too. Like you could find some really good Ghostface shirts and some really, really solid Michael shirts as well. So I mean, in terms of like the battle of the merchandise, I don't know, but in terms of like what's that?
Halloween.
You think Halloween still is the best? Okay. Interesting. But yeah, in terms of like slashers, I mean, yeah, really Michael and Ghostface are pretty much like my 1 and 2. So yeah, for some reason I thought that Halloween was your second favorite behind Scream, but I guess in terms of like movies, it's like number 5 on your list. So I got that a little mixed up. So I do apologize for doing that. But we have a lot of people here in the chat tonight, so I want to say hello to everybody. I hope that you guys are doing well. Your October is off to a nice, solid, spooky start. If you guys haven't started watching monster movies yet, what the fuck are you guys doing? Get on it. Get onto the slashers. Get onto the monsters, all that stuff. We've got Multi-Frame Media. What's going on tonight, buddy? Piro Pedro, this is, I believe, the first time you've been in here. If you've been in here before, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. Glad to have you in here. Brett, man, how you doing? Antonis, what's going on? I saw Lamontre. He came in and said, hey, Braden Destiny, just stopping to wish you a great night. I do think you're currently working on a movie, Lamontre. So, you know, you definitely get a pass for being for not being here tonight. But since you're not going to be here, you know the rules.
Now you gotta die. Those are the rules.
You gotta die for not being here, but it's okay. I know that you're working, buddy. Enjoy the shoot that you guys are working on, and let me know when that movie's out too. I'm curious to see what you guys are doing. Antonis, what's going on, buddy? How are you? Brett, man, you guys were having a chat. Gory, what's up? Aaron, how you doing? Aaron, I got a story for you, buddy. Okay, I just have to do a little quick story, only because I was at Halloween 45 a few weeks ago, the 45th convention, and this guy named Aaron, and Aaron, if you're the one that I ran into at the convention, I am very sorry for the awkward interaction that we had. But a guy named Aaron, a viewer of mine, he came up and he was like, hey, I watch you from YouTube from time to time. And there was just no real dialogue being exchanged between us. And I'm sorry if like I was like walking somewhere and I just got stopped. So I'm sorry if I didn't get a chance to talk to you too much. I felt just like very bad afterwards. Like when I walked away, I was like, man, I really should have like had more of a conversation. So if that was you, I'm sorry. If it was a different Aaron and you're watching this tonight, I do apologize. I just felt very like bad. I was talking to my sister about that. I was like, man, that conversation could have gone so much better. And Maggie was telling me, don't overthink it. I think you did just fine. I was like, okay, well, I don't know. So Aaron, if you're watching, whatever Aaron it is, I do apologize for that. Byron, how you doing tonight, buddy? Misael says the ones you don't see, Gail. Hi, Misael and Gail. If you guys are watching together, we're so excited to see you guys this weekend. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then Maddie, what's up? Mud, what up? Brandon, thank you so much for the super chat right away. You know what? First super chat of the night. You know how I'm feeling?
I'm feeling woozy, yeah.
I just added that one tonight, so I was like, you know what? I kind of want to add another one of Scream. So thank you so much for the super chat, Brandon. Freddie, Sam, Norman Bates, and Ghostface are your favorites right now. That's awesome. That's a great one. Mud. Aaron says it wasn't him. I was gonna say I feel like that Aaron and like this our Fear Freaks Aaron would have had more of a dialogue exchange. That's for a fact. Denise, what's going on? How you guys doing? Okay, I think I've said hi to everyone. One thing, Destiny, how are you doing tonight? Good.
Tired. I was laying down before the stream and I shouldn't have. It's like when you go on break at work and you're like, fuck, you have to go back. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Not that I said fuck that I have to go back, but I was like, damn, I should not have laid down.
Yeah.
I'm happy to be here. I'm
well,
awake.
Good. I'm glad that you're happy to be here. Ashton, I saw you just come in. What's going on? Oh, wait, did I miss? Did Brettman do a super chat too? Oh, Brettman did a super chat. RZH2 equals Rob Zombie's cinematic masterpiece, Braden. You know what? The audience is saying otherwise because last I checked in the poll that I posted for Fear Freaks today, it looked like Halloween 2 1981 was indeed winning. So it looks like, for the most part, Halloween 2 1981 beats that big piece of trash. Okay. All right. So it's not a big piece of trash. I think that Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, it's got some good elements to it. We've talked about this. We have a whole stream, at least I think. I forget whose channel did we do that on? Anyway.
I think it was yours.
Huh?
This one. I think it was this one.
It was not my channel. I would still have that stream up, but I think it was Chris's. I think it was Chris's channel.
I don't remember.
But
I know we
won. You know
won.
What do I want to do? What do I want to do for Brettman? You know, all right, Brettman, I'll give you the original one.
For your information, my revenue stream currently generates $2 million a year in charitable contributions for my community.
Hot damn.
Hot damn. I know people miss me saying that all the time.
I'm sure they do.
We've got Maddie Baker coming in with the $10 super chat. Let's get some more Lillard wooziness up in here. You got it, my friend. You want some wooziness? We got you.
I'm feeling woozy, yeah.
I'm feeling a little woozy tonight. What else we got here? Okay, we're just going to get through the super chats right away. We got a lot of them coming in. Thank you guys so much. You guys are outstanding. Halloween 2 blows. Holy shit, that is crazy. I've never heard something so slanderish in my entire life. But actually I have. The other day when Destiny told me, you guys seen it. If you guys follow Destiny on Instagram, you guys can see her her post of my reaction when I found out that she likes Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 more than Halloween 2 1981. But honestly, hey, to each their own, right? To each their own. That's the best part about an extended franchise like Halloween is everybody has their likings and all that stuff. So that's just what makes it a lot of fun to debate, you know, back and forth, especially because Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 is a remake to Halloween 2, the original one. So you could debate about remakes. Hey, I'm one of those that support the Child's Play remake and you don't. So there's that. 19 fake accounts by Braden. That is honestly slanderous. And for that comment,
now you gotta die. Those are the rules.
You got to get out of here, Brett, man. I'm sorry. All right. Holy shit, man. We got to catch up. We got 20. Okay. There's 27 new comments already just in between doing the super chats and everything. So we're going to, I promise you, I will get to as many comments as I can tonight. You guys are being awesome already. And for that, I appreciate you. guys. I'm going to let Destiny talk in just a second about some of her, what's going on in her world of horror. But before I get into that, I do want to say thank you, Brandon. I finally included you on the Patreon card, buddy. Thank you to the channel Patreons. You guys are outstanding. You guys are some of the biggest supporters of the channel. So thank you so much for, helping the channel grow with your monthly contribution and everything like that. If you guys would like to become a Patreon, you guys can do so at patreon.com/Braden Timmons. Thank you so much to all the Patreons. Destiny, what is going on in your world of horror this week?
All right, well, it's actually been for like all of October since we did miss last week. But I'm only going to do the first time watches because there's way too many. So first time watches, I watched Invasion of the Body Snatchers from 1978. Quite enjoyable, a little bit too long, could have been shaved down a little bit, but it was still pretty spooky. It was actually quite creepy. There's moments where it was pretty unsettling, so I enjoyed that. Then we watched They Live, which we both very much enjoyed. Someone enjoyed it more than the other. He definitely did.
I enjoyed it a lot, dude.
But it was still a lot of fun. I did enjoy that one. Then we watched Pet Sematary Bloodlines, which was not good.
Yeah,
Basically,
Pet Sematary Bloodlines is fucking atrociously bad. Don't watch it, y'all. Read the book.
Don't what I told you. Okay, watch it if you would like to. Don't tell them not watch it.
Oh yeah,
Watch it if you would like, but be advised, it's not very good. Then we watched Totally Killer, which was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that one. I watched VHS 85, which I thought was okay. Not one of my favorites of like the new VHS movies. And then today I watched The Bride of Frankenstein, which I enjoyed. Could have used more Frankenstein, which going into it, I knew she wasn't in it too much. But the fact that she was literally in it for like 3 minutes was like, come on now. But still, enjoyed it. So, first time watches.
Heck yeah. Does that wrap up your list?
For the first time watches, I'm probably at like 25 movies this month so far.
Wowzers. Well, I definitely have a lot more first time watches than you do, because a lot of them that you decided to watch were my first time watching. Was my first time watching it, I should say. Before I give my list, I did see we had Sebastian come in, Maga Cat come in, I saw Fachi come in. What's going on, guys? I hope you guys are doing well and having a great start to your guys' week, and even a great start to your guys' October, because again, we didn't do an episode last week, so hopefully you guys are doing well so far. Des, do you have anything else that you want to say from your letterbox list before I get into my list?
Nope.
All right. Cool. Did we talk about The Invitation on the last episode? Was that before our Saw episode?
I don't remember.
Because I know we talked about No One Will Save You. I think The Invitation was actually the night that we did Fear Freaks, and then we watched The Invitation right after Fear Freaks, and then we didn't do it the next week. So from literally September 27th all the way to now, I have an ass ton of first time watches, y'all. The Invitation, watch that. Fantastic. That's all I'll say about that. I gave that 5 stars. Great movie, great suspense, and really just like a great mystery as to what's really fucking going on until the very end. So awesome stuff. Did see Saw 10 in theaters. Enjoyed the heck out of that. Make sure that you guys go check that one out. It's doing really well at the box office. One of the more successful ones in the franchise, and I liked it a lot. It's number 2 on my Saw ranking, if you guys saw that. Watched The Autopsy of Jane Doe for the first time. Great movie. I think I gave that one a 4 out of 5. Actually, I'm looking right here. Yes, I did give it a 4 out of 5. Was a lot different than I thought it was going to be, honestly. I thought it was just, I thought it was going to be boring. The poster just looked eh. And truly, the only reason that I knew anything about this movie is because of Des did her makeup on it on her Instagram like a year and a half ago. And I was like, oh yeah, I know that poster, but I didn't really know anything about the movie. So really, I was like, oh shit, that's a popular movie. Like, so, but yeah, it was really good, really well done. So definitely enjoyed that. Watched Halloween Ends again. They Live was the first time watch for me. Hadn't seen that. I really enjoyed it, as Destiny and I were talking about. I enjoyed it more than Des did, but hey, I pretty much anything that John Carpenter does or is behind, I basically just love. I know I'm gonna love it. So yeah. Pet Cemetery Bloodlines. Destiny told me I can't use words, so I'm gonna give you one little motion. Okay, then we got a Totally Killer, lots of fun, mixed between Back to the Future and Scream. Back to the Future, as many of you guys probably know, is my all-time favorite movie. So, yes, you basically signed me up for that in a horror universe. I mean, guys, these are the types of movies that Blumhouse should be distributing constantly. This is where they where they thrive the most. But yeah, I think that that was a ton of fun. Watch The Fog, The Exorcist, Night of the Demons, first time watch for me. Enjoyed. A little different than I thought it was going to be for sure. Yeah, 3.5 out of 5 on that one. That's what I'll say there. Rewatched Halloween Kills. Chopping Mall. Watched that yesterday for the very first time. Had a fun time with that one, actually. Gave that one a 3.5 out of 5 as well. But also a lot different than I expected it to be. I thought it was going to be like a slasher, not like a sci-fi-y mall thing. Yeah, I don't know. But and then The House of the Devil. Watched that last night, and I gave that a 3.5 as well. That's written and directed by Ty West, and I enjoyed that one too. So
Very nice. All of those, well, not all, most of them were my suggestions. Why you think I would have you watch The Autopsy of Jane Doe knowing it's boring?
I mean, maybe you might make me just be like, hey, I had to sit through this, so now you have to. And guess what? I would for sure do that to you. But hold on, we have not had really a bad suggestion toward each other yet. So,
and that's including Hack-O-Lantern.
I didn't really like Hack-O-Lantern that much. Honestly, that one was just kind of eh. But, I mean, you know what? Maybe I need to rewatch it. Maybe I just need to rewatch it. So
it's October. It's the perfect time.
That is true. Yeah. That is true. Dang, I'm seeing a lot of Gavin saying that Totally Killer was so bad. What?
He gave it either a 0.5 star or a 1 star.
Oh, man. I completely disagree, Gavin. Completely disagree. But hey, again, to each their own. You also just said Halloween 2 was boring. So, the 1981 one. So, hey, you're, I guess, in the exact same boat as Destiny with that. Me, I don't find it boring. I like it a lot. So...
Also, Gavin, what do you give Hellraiser 2? Because I saw that you said I rated it too high. I was sitting at a 3. I watched it earlier. I went up to 3.5. And I debated. I really debated. So, who knows?
Did I say literal? I'm going to have to go back and listen.
It didn't sound like that.
I'm going to have to go back and listen. Did I say Litterbox? I honestly very well could have. So that genuinely would not surprise me in the slightest. I do stumble on some words sometimes. So getting ready for Never Hike Alone 2. So I'm doing a marathon up until 6 since Never Hike picks up after that. Yeah, Never Hike Alone 2, guys. That comes out this Friday. This Friday the 13th, you guys can enjoy Never Hike Alone 2. The trailer just dropped online yesterday. I'm not watching the trailer. I want to go into the movie and not know really shit about it. Like, the only thing that I've seen for it is genuinely the clip, like that sneak preview that they have on their channel. And the last time I saw that was when Destiny and I were at Mad Monster and we saw Dylan Zoo Nightmare. They showed that before that as well. So that was the last time I saw anything Never Hike Alone 2 related. And obviously I follow Womp Stomp on Instagram. So yeah, that's been really, really it. Have y'all seen Exorcist yet? Destiny and I are going to see it on Saturday. So be on the lookout for our social media reactions. I am not counting on them to be good. So I do apologize if anyone is anticipating. I mean, at least for me, I don't know. Des sometimes likes things that I don't. So, you know, there's that. Maybe she'll have a different perspective. I've seen some people enjoy it. Some people say it's terrible. Some people kind of find it in the gray area. Me, I'm hoping that I just am in that little gray area. Like, it's not great, but you know what? It's at least enjoyable. That's all I care about. Okay. And I think that we're going to do a spoiler episode on that. I think that'll be the next episode of Fear Freaks that we do, because we're not doing a show next week because her and I are both out. But in 2 weeks, I think we're going to do an Exorcist spoiler stream. So you'll get our full thoughts. You'll get our full breakdown as to what we liked, what we did, and all that stuff. So, okay. Antonis got our 3-month membership. Thank you so much for being here. I know I bring up Horror Nights a lot. Hey, Destiny's so used to me bringing up Horror Nights, it's totally fine. But did you enjoy your final night of HHN Hollywood? It's a killer year this year for sure. Yes, I did. We got through everything. My sister and her boyfriend had a great time. We did all the houses. The only thing that we didn't do is the Blumhouse experience and the Purge show. But other than that, got through all the houses, which is the more important element of it anyway. And yeah, it was a great time. So, Mrs. Voorhees says, you guys ready for Never Hike 2? Of course. Des, are you ready?
I am ready. I'm excited.
Rosie, what's going on? I just saw you come in here. Then we got the Hatchet Boys. What's going on? You guys are being a great audience tonight so far, so I do appreciate that. We are at the 22-minute mark, and we have 5 kills that we got to get through on our list. So we're going to go ahead and kickstart that. Chat, I'm definitely excited to see what your guys' thoughts are on your top 5 Halloween kills. So again, this is top 5. So this is very, very hard to do. But you know what? We've somehow managed to accomplish that. Alrighty. So, Des, give us, and we're doing 2 honorable mentions. Des,
yes.
What is your first honorable mention?
All right. My first honorable mention, I have Dr. Sartain from Halloween 2018. A nice little head stomp. Love it. And plus, could not stand his character, so I was really excited to see him go, especially after like all the bullshit that he just pulled. And just like him doing the whole say something still, like his dying breath, he wasted it saying that to Michael Myers. And he just scratches his head. It's just so like, finally, it's therapeutic in a way. Couldn't stand him. Happy to see him go. And he went out in a really brutal way. And I love that shot of Michael Myers in the red light. It's so good. So, yeah.
It is a really, really good shot. Sartain does have a really damn good death. There's a lot going on in the scene, like as it's kind of like revolving around Sartain with, I mean, Michael had a clear shot on Allison if he wanted to kill her right there. But he's like, you know what? No, fuck the dude with the mustache in the front. And it is a really damn good overall scene. And that obviously gave Allison her pathway to escape into the woods. I agree. That's a good honorable mention. For me, honorable mention, it's going to Kelly. Halloween 4. I think that this is a kill that I feel like is in a lot of people's top 10, maybe top 5. I don't know. Is there anyone that has that kill in their top 5 in the chat right now? I'm curious. But Kelly, great kill. Michael, instead of shooting her with the shotgun, Michael doesn't shoot people. That's not his forte, right? Michael stabs. So he takes the shotgun, the double barrel shotgun, and sticks it right through her damn stomach and hangs her right on the door. It's a really damn cool kill. I love that you can see the full scene. We get the close-up of the gun coming through the door, indicating that, he's successfully stuck the entire shotgun through her. It's just a great overall scene. I think that like when she's bringing the coffee out to that deputy that's sitting in the chair, the lighting and the atmosphere in the room is also really good. So there's just other kills that I found to be in the top 5, but Kelly's death is definitely a memorable one. But maybe, just maybe, there's one from Halloween 4 on my top 5, but we're going to see. So that's my first honorable mention.
All right, my second honorable mention, another character that I hate, and that is John Strode from Halloween 6. He's such an asshole, and you really cannot wait to see him go. And he goes out in such a brutal way, and kind of in a way that's like, I feel like almost not usual for Michael Myers, because I don't know, it just feels sort of out of his like forte, but he gets electrocuted and his head blows up. That's so awesome. That's not something you usually see, in a Halloween movie. So it's fun, it's big, it's over the top, and it's the exact kind of death that he needed, because he was such an asshole the entire time. So I love that he went out in a brutal way.
And that's from H6.
Yes.
Yes. Heck yeah. That's another good one. I agree. In the producer's cut, his head doesn't explode, though. So, he just gets electrocuted, which I'm just kind of like...
Not as fun.
I find that, and I was telling you that too, I find that ridiculous that in the theatrical cut, that made it, and in the producer's cut, which is in any sort of director's cut or producer's cut, it's supposed to be more violent, and the fact that didn't make it in the producer's cut is just crazy to me. But there's a few other deaths that do make it. So, okay, good one. For me, other honorable mention. Going to give H3 some love here for a second. We're going to go with Marge Gutman, who is toying around with that the little thingamajig, and then the laser shoots out and takes out her entire mouth. And then a fucking spider comes crawling out of her damn mouth. Disgusting on every freaking level. And that is where we start seeing, oh, fuck. Silver Shamrock ain't playing. There is some form of witchcraft going on, and our characters need to get to the bottom of it. But yeah, that scene in Halloween 3 is definitely awesome. And I was listening to the actress actually that played Marge at the Halloween 3 panel at H45, and she was like, something gets to get crawled out of my mouth or whatever, and she was like, well, can I do it? Like, can I be the one that does that? Apparently she was supposed to have a stunt double for that, but then she found out all of the makeup and everything that would need to be involved, and then she wanted to be the one to do it. Like, she just found out more about it and was just more intrigued to do it. So, fun fact about that was initially supposed to be her body double, but she ended up being the one to actually sit there and do it because she convinced Tommy Lee Wallace to allow her to do that. So yeah, just a really cool backstory that we got there. I loved sitting in on the panels and everything and listening to everybody talk about their experience on the sets. So really good insight, but that is my second honorable mention. So I believe that means that now we're getting into our top 5. So I'm definitely curious to see what your number 5 is, Des, for your top 5 kills.
All right, my number 5 is going to be Judith Myers from Rob Zombie's Halloween. This isn't, it is just like multiple stabbings like over and over again, but there's something about the sound of like the knife swinging and like her crying out as he's like stalking her down the hallway. And it starts off with her bedroom, they make it to the hallway, and just that image of him like walking behind her, just kind of slashing at her. I feel like you can feel like every swing. And she's stabbed so many times. So it is just, it is a stabbing, but it's the brutality of it. And that's something that I think Rob Zombie's Halloweens have. I know we talked about it, the color of the blood. It's so dark, and it kind of makes it feel more realistic, and just it has like this layer of like brutality to it, which I think is fitting for his movies. So yeah, it's just one of the first things I think of is that shot of her laying against the wall and the way the blood is like pouring from her like little nightgown. It sucks for sure.
Solid
She
one.
did not deserve that one. She was kind of rude to her brother, but
Yeah. No, definitely. Rob Zombie's Halloween definitely does have a stellar amount of deaths, and each of them are pretty solid. I can't lie. And I do like how some of them aren't necessarily like as violent as others. But yeah, that's a really good start because, like you said, he's just slashing away at Judah's back, and you can just hear those effects and everything. And I mean, she really sells it too. So really, really good stuff. Anything else you want to say about that one?
no.
All right, cool. I'm kicking off with the final chapter as of late. We're going Willie the Kid from Halloween Ends. I think that his death is really, really damn good. Willie the Kid's kind of an asshole. Like we hear him do his radio talk show throughout the movie. We hear his voice in the beginning, and then we finally get a chance to see him when Allison and Corey are at the radio tower and everything. And then like he is talking to Corey, and then Allison comes in, and he's just kind of an asshole to both of them. So it was nice to see when he ended up getting killed, and he got killed in a really fucking cool way. I did really very much enjoy this death. Obviously it's in my top 5, but the head smashing, on the desk, and then the jaw breaking, and then he takes the scissors and fucking cuts off his tongue, and the tongue is just left on the what the fuck you call that thing? What do you call it? Help me out here.
Record?
Huh? The record player.
On
Thank
the vinyl?
you. Yep, it's on the vinyl, and it's just like it's like you can hear it. I did very much enjoy that. So really, really damn good death for Halloween Ends. That's in my number 5. That's my number 5.
All right. Well, my number 4 is also Willie the Kid from Halloween Ends. Got a kill, not done by Michael Myers. And this is easily my favorite moment of the entire movie. Watching it in theaters that first time, I was like, oh my God, they fucking did it to me again. Not having the best time. But when that death scene happened, I was like, that was so good. They have I Was a Teenage Werewolf playing, which was also in Stranger Things season 4. So I was very excited to hear that. And also right before that, we see Darcy the Mail Girl, which is awesome, but it all plays into his death scene, which you've already described it. But yeah, super brutal. It's over the top. His jaw is so fucked up. And it just playing like on the turntable still going, and it, like you said, it's skipping, was just a good sort of like dark comedy element, I think, to it. Absolutely love that scene. It was, like I said, my favorite part of the whole movie, and it still is. I love it.
Heck yeah. Really good. It didn't. We watched Halloween Ends in the beginning of the month. It didn't go up, right? Or it did go up, right? Like it went up on your list.
No, the ranking went up, but
Sorry,
it
the
hasn't
ranking went
moved up. Yeah. I do need to re-rank the franchise because mine's been the same since I've started Letterboxd pretty much. So, not sure quite where I would put it as of right now, but it did go up to I think I gave it a 3.5 out of 5. I think I might like it more than Kills, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's I don't know how. Ooh, yeah, I gotta re-rank these, man. I mean, Kills might have, because Halloween Ends did go up. Because Halloween Ends is at number 9 on my list from when I did it last year, and Halloween Kills is sitting at a sweet number 6. So, yeah, but Halloween 3, it's sitting at number 8, man. I feel bad for that one. But yeah, so Halloween Ends as of right now, guys, the list I'm looking at again is my list from last year. Halloween Ends is sitting at number 9 on my ranking for the franchise. But yeah, I enjoyed it a lot more watching it this year. So yeah, and obviously Willie the Kid has a really damn good death. Also, anything else you want to say about that one? Alrighty. Now, for all of you Rob Zombie Halloween 2 fans, okay, y'all are getting some love right now because a top death does come out of Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, and that goes to Howard Boggs. It's the motherfucker that's taking out the trash. That's Michael Myers steps in his way, and he's like, "Look, man, don't give me no reason." You know, and hey, this man gets choke slammed onto the ground and then his face smashed in. It is one of the most brutal deaths in the franchise because you can literally see, like, when Tyler Mane is stepping on this man's face, you could just see his face getting smashed in. I'm like, God damn, that is sweet. So yes, I do very much enjoy that scene, and there's a couple scenes. Again, I said that I enjoy some scenes in Halloween 2, Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. Okay, that is one of those scenes that I enjoy a lot. So yes, RZH2, I gave it some love. It's number 4 on my list. So really stellar death.
All right. You like Jeff Daniel Phillips is so good and
He is
everything.
good.
And one time I was walking past him at the convention and I smiled at him and he smiled back at me and I was like, and that man is so tall. It's intimidating.
Well, thank you, Brett, man. Appreciate the super chat. You know what?
Jason, you found Damon.
I need more money, Steve.
Billy.
I need more money.
I've literally had that. I had that clip on for a long. Okay, you know what?
I'm feeling woozy here.
Everyone's feeling a little woozy after that clip.
All right. Anyways, my number 3, I have Buddy Jr. from Halloween 3, another non-Michael Myers kill, but I absolutely love this scene. It is such a great shot. You have him and his parents in this sort of like testing room, and he's watching, the Halloween special on the TV, and he's wearing the pumpkin mask, and there's that iconic shot of him trying to grab and pull off the mask and he can't get it off. And we don't get to see what is happening under the mask, but I think it works very well for this because, for one, it is a kid. I really don't want to see a kid's face get, like, obviously completely fucked up. We've already seen what happened to the other lady, so we know it's nothing good. And you have all kinds of bugs coming out of the mask, and even a fucking snake pops out. So we can only imagine. It's pretty bad down there. But the whole scene, I think, is just so well done. From him grabbing his mask, the whole shot of him watching it, the TV, and you can see him wearing the mask and everything. Very well done. And, we actually have to think about, like, what's going on under there. So I like that. Have to use your imagination.
Yeah, that it's good kill. It is a really good kill, and I love that you're giving Halloween 3 some love. You're giving Halloween 3 some love, and here I am giving Halloween 4 some love because number 3 on my list is going to none other than Brady. Brady's death in Halloween 4, I feel like, does not get talked about enough, okay? Because he's a character that seems likable, but then he doesn't ditch Rachel. Rachel gets caught into babysitting Jamie, right? She has to take her trick-or-treating and everything. They had plans. Brady gets upset, but what does he do? He goes over to Kelly's because that's the next exit on the highway. It's like, all right, so that's where I'm going. So he does that, and then they end up at Kelly's house for trick-or-treating, and Rachel sees that Brady's there. He tries to talk his way out, goes back in, but he's kind of a douchebag, right? That's what I'm getting at. Here I am getting ready to tell the entire story leading up to that scene. Then I realized how much occurred in between then. But either way, Brady, yes, everyone in here has hopefully seen it. But yes, Brady's kind of a douchebag, but he's also kind of likable. He's like a likable douchebag because he's also there to help Jamie and Rachel in a time of need. But kind of. But either way, he has the shotgun. He obviously doesn't check for, like, he doesn't see that the safety's on the shotgun and Michael's walking up the stairs. Big mistake. And dude, Michael grabs the man. Like, he gets one good lick in, but you're only going to get one good lick in with Michael, right? That's it. And then he tries to punch again, but he gets his entire freaking knuckle broken. Like, you could hear the crunches. And then he grabs his head and pushes his cheekbone up into his freaking eye. I mean, it's a pretty brutal sight, man. And yeah, say whatever you want about H4 Michael's look, but dude is strong. Dude is strong as shit. So yeah, I love this kill. I think that it doesn't get talked about enough. I really think that that it should get talked about a little bit more because I love it. So that's number 3 of the entire franchise for me.
All right, so number 2, I have another sort of likable douchebag because I have Cameron from Halloween Kills. I remember before going into this movie, I was moderating Drum Dum's channel for Halloween Kills, and there's people spoiling the movie because the script was leaked. And so going in, I already knew that he's going to go out, but his death is so brutal and it's so long. You know, it starts off with him first finding his dad dead, very upsetting. And then you have a really great jump scare of Michael popping out of the sort of closet doors, which Cameron was going to check in there, but he got distracted because of his dead dad, understandably. But so Michael jumps out, which scared the fuck out of me in theaters. I jumped out of my seat. And then, you know, you have him being stabbed multiple times, and then he gets pushed into the sort of railing on the banister in the house, and then he's being pushed like up and down on it, so he's being stabbed in the neck. And then just to top it off, Michael snaps his neck. So it was the one character I really did not want to see die in the movie, and of course, because I wanted him to live, he had to die, but he went on in a really good way. And his death scene actually kind of like made me feel queasy because it just kept going and it felt more realistic in a way. Like, it's not blood spewing everywhere or anything like over the top crazy like that. It feels more realistic and it's just so painful. But what a way to go out. Rip Cameron, gonna miss him.
Definitely a damn insane way to go out. But I mean, I got to ask you this. I mean, I'm pretty sure I asked you this on the Halloween Kills spoiler stream we did do on my channel with Chad. That's still on my channel, I think, from a few years ago when we did that. I think I asked you this, but I'm going to ask you this again now. Did you really go into Halloween Kills thinking that he was going to survive? Like, did you go into the movie thinking that he was going to make it out of that movie alive?
Well, no, because they had spoiled that he died. Was I still hopeful? Yeah.
No, the only thing that they showed in the marketing was him getting shoved against the. But to be honest, like when you get a picture coming out with Michael's fucking hand around his neck, like,
it's not looking good.
It's not looking too great, honestly.
And there was that scene in the trailer that people were speculating, and it was Allison screaming, looking up, that she is obviously screaming for something she cares about. People were like, I bet Cameron dies right there. And I was like, no. And that's exactly what happened. That's exactly where he died.
I thought that was going to be Karen. I thought that was going to be where Karen died, if anything, was like, you know, and I figured the shot of him stepping around, like when it's like the medium close up of him walking around and his mask is shined with like the blue light and everything. It's a great shot, but I think that is, I figured that's where he was going to be, was on top of the staircase and everything. But yeah, overall, I think that the marketing kind of showed that he was going to die simply because of like the way that he was like being held. And not only that, but he was a douche. The last that we saw of him in Halloween 2018, he was a douche. So, you know, that kind of was like, all right. Yeah, that kind of like was a wrap for me on it. I was like, yeah, he's dead.
Well, you know what? It's just like I went into season 4, part 2. I was like, Eddie's gonna live. I don't care what anyone says. It might let me at least live in bliss for a little bit until I have to watch them painfully die. Because anytime I like a guy character, they always freaking end up dead. And that's why I am going to stop watching movies starting now.
Destiny is done, guys. So I'm canceling my tickets for Exorcist. She actually just texted me to do that. We're no longer seeing it on Saturday. Yeah, we're done going. We're done watching new movies. Period. Or she's done. I'm gonna still watch them. You know, that's.
Dang, I forgot about The Exorcist. Maybe I'll wait. No, actually, no, I'll wait. I do want to see that.
Wait, hold on. Oh, sorry, Gavin. Halloween Ends should have ended with Haddonfield being the epicenter of a nuke from North Korea. That should have been it, and then everyone just gets blasted, and then there's no way to bring back the franchise. It ended with a fucking nuke.
Have you seen Return of the Living Dead?
Return of the Living Dead? No, I've seen Night of the Living Dead. That's it.
Never mind.
Well, don't spoil it. Well,
I'm not. That's why.
Nobody spoil it. You got me?
Don't spoil the movie that came out in the 80s, guys.
Yeah, guys, don't do it. I still haven't seen it. I'm still catching up, obviously. You guys hear all my new watches earlier? Like, I mean, yeah. Multi says, I wish I could stick around for the rest of the stream, folks, but the weather is getting wild right now. I lost power before, and a tree across the street just fell down. Hey, my friend, you stay safe tonight, and I hope that we will see you next week. So, and I don't mean that as like, I don't mean that as in anything is going to happen. Okay, you know what? I don't mean it like that. That's not what I'm trying to get at. I hope that you stay safe is all I'm trying to say. And that
be careful.
We will see you in the chat next week.
We will see you.
We will see you next week. All right. You have a great night. Stay safe, my friend. Everyone here is just like, did Braden really just freaking say that? So, sorry about that, buddy. Are you even a zombie fan, bro? I am, actually. Yeah. I've seen Dawn of the Dead. I've seen the original and the remake. I've seen all of like those. What?
I was counting them off with you.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I've seen Night of the Living Dead. I've seen Shaun of the Dead. I've seen Day of the Dead.
You saw Zombie?
I saw Zombie on the last drive-in. I watched Zombieland 1 and 2. I mean, I think that, you know, I'm a pretty solid zombie fan, I'd say. I like
moving yourself.
Yeah, I've watched every season except the final season of The Walking Dead. So, yeah.
Wow.
Boom. All right. Anyway, do you have anything else to say about your number 2?
No, that was like 3 years ago.
Shit. All right. Well, my number 2 is also from Halloween Kills. My number 2 goes to Phil. Phil honestly gets a pretty damn gruesome death, if you ask me. Michael was just out to fuck up some old people in Halloween 2018 and Halloween Kills, honestly. I mean, in Halloween 2018, let's think about this for a second, everybody. Think about this, okay? Michael reaches through the glass, grabs Lori's head, and slams her against the door. She's an elderly woman. What does he do in Halloween Kills? He reaches through glass, grabs Phil's head, and starts slamming it against the freaking wood, right? So, and then not only that, he freaking pulls him down onto the glass, which then proceeds to go through his throat and just keeps essentially going on that and throws him on the ground and then goes into the kitchen and proceeds to Sandra. But when we cut back to Phil, eventually there's actually a puddle of blood right there. And then what does he do to finish Phil off? He literally bends him over the fucking counter and takes damn near. Yeah, he bends him over. No, he bends him over. That's what he does.
To finish him off, he bends him over.
Yep, to finish him off, he bends him over and literally takes damn near every sharp object. Knife. I know. I was trying to make it sound as dirty as possible from that point on. But anyway, He takes damn near almost every single knife from that fucking set and sticks it right in his back, right in front of Sandra, who is Michael thinks that he's dying or she's dying right in front of Phil. I mean, in a way, that's fucking dark, man. Like, he's just letting her sit there, bleed out, watch as she sticks her husband in the most brutal way possible.
Can we move on?
No. No, but yeah, Phil's death man is gruesome. I love that whole scene, and the music in that scene is just straight gas. It's fire. So yeah. So Sebastian says, Braden, a lot of bending over going on. I need to rewatch. No, you should. Go turn on that scene tonight and you'll see exactly what I mean. Michael just bends him over good. Crazy.
Linnea quickly had a crazy body.
Kills had bangers. I just forgot a lot of them. Well, okay, one of my kills, I was just going to include all the firefighters in just one kill. I was literally going to, and Destiny, I was telling her about it. She was like, that's a scene. She's like, save that for your favorite Halloween scenes. I'm like, all right, fine. Like, I guess that makes more sense, but yeah.
I feel like my favorite kill was 10 kills in a row. Like, no.
my favorite kill revolved around just an entire squad of firefighters just getting demolished. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a scene.
Yep. So I definitely had to narrow it down, and yeah, Phil was the first one that came to mind, and I was like, well, yeah, it's a fucking crazy kill. So yeah, that's my number 2. All right. What is your numero uno? What's number 1 for you?
My number 1 is Bob from the original Halloween. And again, it is a stab. And there's a little bit of like a choking situation going on too. But it is just a stab. And do like the logistics of it match up? No. Would he actually be like staying up like that? No. But you get that iconic image of Bob being held up through the knife, and then you have Michael do his classic head tilt, and just the blue lighting of that scene, the way it's lit, everything about it, I think is just amazing, and I think it's one of the best shots of the movie, and it's just iconic. Again, it's not like it's anything groundbreaking, I would say, and it's nothing over the top or anything like that, but it just, I feel like, really shows who Michael Myers is as a killer. So for that, it is my number 1.
That's a solid number 1. Do you want to know why?
Why?
Yeah. It's my freaking favorite kill of the damn franchise too. No. I never said anything. I said that Bob was my favorite kill, and it's always been my favorite kill.
That's not what you said.
Yeah, okay, what'd I say?
You said that it wasn't in your top 5.
What?
You little freaking
Nope, that is such bullshit. That is crazy.
Maybe honorable mention.
No. I never said it wasn't in my top 5. I said that there are some really good kills throughout the franchise, but I said that Bob is always my favorite because of how iconic it is. I fucking love this kill more than anything in the entire franchise. I think that this is the first time that we ever see Michael bust out, which Halloween Kills also did do very well in their flashback at when he jumps out at Hawkins' partner and he shoves him against the wall. They do really good there, but this is in Halloween, it's the first time that we see Michael bust out and see his thoroughness, really. And like we see his full strength. We actually establish him as the Shape in this scene. So no, he busts real hard, actually. He busts real hard out of that closet. He comes out of the closet and busts. So yeah. No, he shoves Bob against the cupboard, lifts him up, gives him one really good stab, and yeah, I think that whole scene of him tilting his head and the fact that they cut And John Carpenter's note for Nick Castle in that scene was to just tilt his head. Like, I love that.
I thought he said, look at it. I read something, it was like, look at it the way something a collector would admire, like a dead butterfly or something. Do you know what I'm talking about? Have you ever heard that?
No, I've never heard that before, but you know, I'll go with your example. I only know because of what I've seen in the movie. So that's basically what he would look at it like, apparently. So,
yeah, like a dead butterfly.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, everything about the scene, the blue light, Michael as a character, I mean, truly it's iconic. And fun fact, John Michael Graham, he actually thought that this movie, and I heard this at the convention, he thought that this movie was going to suck. He thought this movie was going to be terrible when he was on set, and he said that. And I was like, and apparently there's a few other people that thought it was going to be terrible also. And yet it went on to look at where we're at 45 years later, and everyone is still watching it on the holiday and talking about it and everything. So it's great to, you guys know I love this franchise so damn much. Means a lot to me. It's really what got me kickstarted on YouTube. And yeah, these are some of the greatest kills of the entire franchise. And I'm curious to hear, I saw a couple of you guys commenting throughout as well. So if you guys are listening in the future on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or wherever it is you guys listen, be sure to let us know what your guys' top 5 kills are. Or if you guys are watching in the future, let us know what your top 5 kills are. And don't forget the 2 honorable mentions, please. Otherwise, you know.
Now you gotta die. Those are the rules.
There are certain rules. No, but yeah, Des, anything else you want to say tonight about your kills or anything like that you ranked?
No, I don't know. I don't know.
No, I don't know. So you don't know, or just know?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Those are my picks.
What is going on? Sebastian says you should see 1978 in theaters. I'm going for the first time this October. Man, I really wanted to. They had a screening of it Friday night in Pasadena the weekend of Halloween 45. I didn't get into Pasadena until Saturday morning that weekend. So I missed out on that, and I was so upset. I'd gotten a few messages from people that were going and asked if I was going. I was mad as shit that I missed seeing that. But I do plan on going for sure to see it in theaters eventually. I will be seeing that movie in theaters one of these times for a fact. So, yeah. Bretman says, Des, go to bed. He's like, get out of here.
I'm not opposed.
Yeah, dude, near am I. What time is it? It's only 7:00 my time. Like, I mean, shit. It's what, 9 p.m. your time?
Yep.
Ugh. Gross.
Okay.
You're 2 hours in the future. Did I just say that on air? No, okay. We're gonna go ahead and wrap it up here tonight, guys. So Des, what do you have coming up here in the next couple of weeks?
As of right now, I know Back from the Dead is happening on a Sunday night at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I don't know which Sunday it is off the top of my head as of right now.
Wow.
I think it's the last Sunday before Halloween.
All right, everyone. Last Sunday before Halloween. Whatever date that is, make sure that you guys clock that in. I believe that would be October 29th. So, boom.
Yep, October 29th.
Bretman, I didn't even see your comment, and I was able to tell you exactly when that was. I promise you, I remembered it off the top of my head. But October 29th, make sure you guys tune in to Good Real Huntings. Now it's Good Real Haunting for their annual Halloween month. Make sure you guys tune in. Destiny's going to be on the channel. You guys can talk about horror movies that are resurfacing as they watch them and everything like that. So yeah, check out that. I have nothing coming up except Fear Freaks podcast in terms of streams. May have a few videos coming up the week of Halloween, but the next time we do Fear Freaks, we are talking about Exorcist Believer. We will have our full spoiler breakdown, all that stuff with our full uncut thoughts on that movie. Guys, I am fucking nervous. I am so damn nervous for Exorcist Believer. It is not even funny. So, yeah, that's what we got coming up. I hope that you guys have a very good next week because there will be no Fear Freaks tier. No Fear Freaks next week. So I hope you guys have a solid couple of weeks. And with all that being said, everyone, thank you guys for being an excellent chat tonight. I saw a lot of great conversations going on. Thank you guys for always being respectful towards Destiny and myself and towards everybody in the chat. So with all that being said, all post comments down below. Let us know, what do you guys think of your top 5 kills in Halloween? And do you guys agree with Destiny and I, or do you guys kind of see it a different way? Whatever those thoughts are, leave those comments in the comment section. We'd absolutely love to read them. And as always, if you guys like this, don't forget to join this channel on its journey to 15,000 subscribers. And we will see you guys next time on Fear Freaks. Have a great week all, and good night.